Okay, welcome everyone to the press conference for the Allianz Prize, the FEI Dressage World Championship, the team event. And I'd like to congratulate and welcome on the podium Team USA, consisting of Fiona Howard, Marie von der Heijden, Rebecca Hart, and Kate Schumacher, together with their chef d'équipe Michelle Ossolin, and also event director Birgit Rosenberg. First of all, a big congratulations to you all. Team USA led from start to finish, so I put the question to all of you. With what expectations did you come to Aachen, and were those expectations met today?
We knew it was a possibility, but with horses, anything can happen, and we know everybody came to this championship to bring forward their best, and we just tried to do the same, and over the last 2 days it worked out, and yeah, it's amazing.
Would you like to add anything?
Yeah, summed it all up. Yes, we were under pressure. We came as gold medalists from Paris 24. And we also know from a sports perspective.
Part of the gold medal winning team in Paris. How does the feeling compare to Paris 2 years ago to today?
Oh my goodness, that's a good question. So I think it's just amazing to get to stand on the podium with these women again and have such a remarkable team of strong women and strong horses, and it's just a great to go out there and prove to the world that Paris was not a one-off. We are here to play, and we want to do that again in LA.
And Fiona, you came here with probably high expectations on your shoulders. First day perhaps didn't go quite as well as everyone might have expected, but I think on the second ride, you and Diamond Dunes more than recovered. How did it feel for you? What did you change from the first ride to the Grand Prix Tesby?
You know, Diamond Dunes, he's a really special horse, and I'm so proud of how he's done this competition. And, you know, we didn't have our best ride day one, but he did everything he could out there, and I was so proud of him. And then, you know, yesterday, he felt phenomenal, and I trusted him, and he really went out there and just showed the world how incredible he is.
And Marie, it's your first championship. And 2 wins for you already, Grand Prix Test A and Grand Prix Test B. How do you experience the event?
I just try to say to stay concentrated everywhere, both days I would say, and there we are.
And Michelle, I would think you had the highest team score so far. It was even higher than in Paris.
I'm just flabbergasted. It's incredible. We all have high expectations, and you know, I've been an international competitor myself, and I know that expectations don't always come to fruit, but this is just incredible that Paris was already a first historical high score, and to come here at the World Championship and the first World Championship for Dressage in Aachen, which is also an amazing thing to be here in this incredible stage, you know, the biggest stage in the world for equestrian sport. So for the team to perform also a record in team score is just incredible. I'm absolutely so honored to be with them, and very proud to be surrounded by such incredible athletes. And of course, we have an incredible support team as well that work very hard, you know, incredible owners, horses. It's just the whole, yeah, like you say in English, it takes a village, and certainly we had the best village possible, and here we are winning. Thank you.
Looking ahead to LA 28, it must give you and your team members lots of confidence.
Yeah, it surely does, but you know, nothing is ever for sure. It's an important game for Team USA because it's a home game, but we also know that a home game puts even more pressure. So it's going to be a third time that we'll have to take incredible pressure, because then the team at home will expect even more expectation from these guys. But I know that horses are not machines. You can't expect always consistency with a horse. It's an animal. It's a human being like us, and then they are what they are. So, but I'm still very confident that we have a system in place that works. That's something we've worked very, very hard for the last 8 years, is to put a strategy in place which has got strong bones in it. So we have that in place. So I'm confident that we have a roadmap that is solid. And now we just have to make sure that we continue on our good work ethic and training at home to take us there. But I have full confidence that it will be okay, because it's a home game. It's tough, but we'll be at home trying our best and to make the USA proud and you guys proud, but also the world proud that there is a new team on the stage to show that it can be done, not just in Europe, but also outside of Europe, and here we are.
Thank you. Birgit, we had 20 nations competing here in the Para Dressage team event. That's 4 more than in Paris. In case anyone is wondering, the German team is with the German team TV at the moment outside. So I would say that Para Dressage is definitely gaining momentum.
No, absolutely. I mean, I think, as you also said, we wanted to have para on the stage for the World Championships here in Aachen, and having so many nations competing shows that the para sport as such is growing, and that the interest to come to Aachen was definitely there, and we are very happy to have you, and I think you did a great team performance. Everybody's so strong, so consistent, all the 4 riders. So congratulations to you for this, and yeah, there's more to come tomorrow, and we already said Para Dressage will remain part of GIO Aachen, or will become, not remain, will become part of GIO Aachen. Yeah, you are very welcome here, and I think it proved right to take the decision to have para as one of the 6 World Championship disciplines.
Thank you. Are there questions from the audience? Yes.
I actually have 2 questions, one for the gentleman. You said good work ethics and training at home. What is involved with that? What is it that you actually do at home to make such a beautiful team come alive?
Work ethics, you've got, for me, there's always the human athletes and the horse, the equestrian athlete. And it's to make sure that there's good stability on the human side, that people are happy to work in that environment and perform well with, but equally with the horses, because we do know that in sport, it's not like other sports where you just put pressure and you fight with your own body. We have to also work with the horse and respect that the horse is an animal, and we have to look after them very well. And we're also very aware that we live in a difficult world at the moment, where equestrian sport is, being sometimes criticized a lot. So we do know that we cannot afford to go the wrong way, not just for us, but for the whole world. It's just about presenting us as a good example that equestrian sport can be the best it can be without any jeopardy of animal welfare. So we are very strict on that, and so when we train, it is on the agenda to look after the horses absolutely to the best we can. And in dressage and para dressage, there is always harmony versus presentation and pressure, but we are very much strongly going towards the harmony rather than the expression. And judging too, you can see it's changing. The judges are also going towards the pipeline of harmony rather than the expression and the presentation. So we're trying to do that the best, just to play the same game as what the world is with the judges, and that's how we work. I hope I'm putting the right word into it for you.
Terrific. And then for any of the lovely ladies, they made a really big effort here to do it at the same time as the rest of the sports. And what does that mean to you? that you were actually included as part of the whole event?
I think that is one of the main things that as para-athletes that we always push for is the recognition that the para doesn't actually refer to being a paraplegic or being disabled, that it refers to being parallel to able-bodied sport. So when we can highlight that at a huge World Championships, at a venue as famous and world-known as Aachen, I think that can only benefit the future of our sport and also the future of lives for people with individuals with disabilities, so that they can see and be inspired and understand that you do not have to let what the world would seem as limiting limit you.
Front row.
Mine's a slightly less complex question. Okay, world record. First score over 80 at this competition, and team world champion. How do you celebrate?
I don't think we've gotten past like this moment, so that's a really good question. We go to bed tonight. I mean, I do have something to say a little bit more about my ride, if it's okay. I mean, there was a bit of a moment where I was going in the ring, and the rider coming out, her horse had a little fright, and she fell off right where we needed to cross by each other. And I had never had that experience with my horse, having a loose horse next to her, and she looked over there, said, "Are you guys okay?" And then she was like, "Okay, it's fine." And then Michelle said, "Get in the arena." And I was like, "Yes, sir," because I didn't know what they would do, if they would give us a minute or something. But it was something, I was so proud of Vianne in that moment, because she just went in the ring and said, you know, we go do our thing now, and everything's okay. So it was really, really special to me that she had that much confidence in me to go in and with that much excitement and then still put in a really good test.
So you don't have to answer if you don't want to, and I've asked this of Kate already, but maybe everybody else would like to hear. I wanted to know if each of you would give us some hint about your freestyles tomorrow. Is everybody doing freestyle? Do I have that right? You're all qualified, right? So I guess start with Kate and then work your way that way, if you would, please.
Well, I'm just excited to debut the new ending that we prepared for Paris, but I chickened out on the last minute in Paris and wrote something safer, so tomorrow we're going to go for it, and I hope it all comes to fruition and works out really well.
I'm also excited to debut a slightly different freestyle to the one that I had in Paris, but also keep, you know, the special moments from my Paris freestyle.
I am riding my freestyle from Paris, and I didn't think I would actually get to ever ride another freestyle on this mare. So the fact that I get to do it here at Aachen, kind of as a swan song, is very special.
I like to do the freestyle, so giving a test on the music, it's kind of cool for me.
Any other questions? Then thank you very much, and we very much look forward to your freestyles. Good luck.